So when I first saw his heart, I was obviously emotional, and I was amazed at the detail and how unique it is. All of the hearts look so different, and for a normal person, it was quite eye-opening and quite surprising. I don't know, it just made me feel a bit safer that it's there and you can see it, you can hold it. I just want to say I'm really grateful to Heartbeat for doing the 3D Heart project, because for us, we're reassured that his surgeon knows exactly what Teddy's heart looks like, which is incredible, what it feels like, the shape, the size, everything. Heartbeat have been great. When Teddy will have his surgery later this year, hopefully, they've offered us a place to stay as a family. I think it's really important that we can all stay together. I have a younger son as well. And the 3D Heart project has been amazing and definitely given us a lot of hope and reassured us that Teddy's, he's not alone, and there's lots of children out there going through what he's going through. They've got special hearts. I would say donating to Heartbeat is an incredible cause. It's helped hundreds and will help hundreds of families in the future. They're an amazing charity, and they allow families like ours to stay together at a really, really important and difficult and emotional time.
What we found is that the 3D technology in particular has been transformative for Southampton as a congenital cardiac unit. And we realized that the work already done, thanks to the support of Heartbeat and the collaboration with Axial 3D, we are now proud to be able to say that our 3D experience is one of the most significant and clinically relevant in Europe.
The 3D model, which is exactly the patient's own heart in a 3D representation, that takes away all the guesswork, and this just really takes our understanding and our diagnostic ability to the next level. I've used these hearts in teaching, and when we introduced these 3D models into that teaching course, I loved it. It was looking around the room, it was like seeing light bulbs going off above the trainees' heads.
What drives us to train the next generation of surgeons, I guess, is what drives us to do the job we do, to control the difficulties of being born with something that might affect your life forever, and someone like us might be in the position of changing that.
There is something very powerful, isn't there, about being able to say to a parent, this is your child's heart, and we know how to repair it. And we know how to repair it because we've already been able to do it. Every patient we look after deserves the best. They deserve the best technology, and they deserve the best outcome. Access to these 3D models gives us that opportunity to give each and every patient the very best.
I listen to my young people, and my young people give me feedback, and they say that they want to have these opportunities to meet other patients with a heart condition. They've all got very similar backgrounds, and when they're out in the world and they're out in school and college and workplace, they might never come across somebody that has a heart condition, so they don't always understand what they're going through. So having a peer group that have gone through the same childhood, have very similar conditions, young people tell me that they find that really comforting, and it makes them feel that they're not alone anymore in their journey. They have lots of aspirations and lots of things that they want to achieve. And I think it's really important in my role is to facilitate those opportunities, to enable them to think about their futures, to be involved in activities and opportunities that their peers with healthy hearts are able to do. That actually there are no limitations. It just means that we have to maybe put some adjustments in place and maybe find things that they really can do and they really can enjoy. So we did an outdoor activity day earlier on in the year, and we had a group of young boys who all have heart conditions but also are autistic. Nobody knew anyone, and I looked over at the window and there was the 4 lads sat round the table, all unsure about each other, all unsure about the food, but unsure about the environment, really struggle to sort of make friends with people. But they were all having a conversation, they were all laughing and looked like they were having a great time. It's really difficult being a young person, as we know. The adolescent process is a complex one, but living with a long-term health condition alongside that makes it more so difficult for that young person. So doing all these things, I couldn't do it without Heartbeat's help. Heartbeat Charity have been fantastic. They fund so much for us, bringing them together to be able to do things that they think they could never do, and actually achieving something and feeling really proud of that.
I want to always strive for the next thing, whether that's, the next career move or indeed this year getting married. I don't want to let it stop me, so I'm always pushed to live a normal life, really, to show that just because you have a heart condition doesn't mean you can't. So I would tell somebody who's just been told they have a heart condition, who feels they have no hope, that they've got to have faith in the NHS, in the amazing heart surgeons, and in charities like Heartbeat, who really do support all the patients and families and will really help you to get through this. What I would say to the donors of Heartbeat is, excuse the pun, but a massive heartfelt thank you, because it's without people such as yourselves donating, I really don't feel that the cardiac care at Southampton and provided by Heartbeat would be as good as it is today. And it really does help support families and really has helped me and hundreds of other patients and families get through these incredibly difficult times. Thanks to your support, it enables Heartbeat to continue running Heartbeat House, and of course the 3D Heart Project, which is one of the latest projects they're working on, where the surgeons can image a patient's heart, whether that's a newborn baby or an adult. They can then 3D print that heart and practice the procedure on the 3D model before performing the surgery, which makes the surgery a lot more successful. Had we had this technology in 1999, which is when I had my first operation, I would have only needed 1 or 2 operations as opposed to 13. So thank you very much for everyone's support, and I hope you continue to do so.